Kristi Kane here with ElderCircle, and I'm here with Janessa, Pierzina, and Jamie Mjolsness today. We're talking about opportunities to stay active, independent, and in your homes by engaging in wellness opportunities, either at the Y or out in the community. And ladies, tell me a little bit about that. What do you think is the most important aspect of wellness and staying fit?
I think, coming to our classes, you'll get a great workout. Mm-hmm. You'll get to talk with a lot of very cool people that come to the classes. So both fitness and socialization is a big key to our classes at the Y.
Excellent, and things are open to everybody. Is that correct, Jamie?
So our classes out in the community are no limit, so no income base. Anybody can come, and the Y as well. There's every opportunity to join in at the Y, no matter what your status and income or background is. And I think, like Janessa said, a lot of it is just really getting out there, being active, improving your balance, your mobility, just to help you stay safe in your home and be able to live there longer, and having that socialization aspect to create new friendships and new bonds between people to keep them socially active as well.
Excellent. Well, we look forward to hearing more about all the opportunities available in the county, and join us later as we visit with Jamie and Janessa about the things available in Itasca County to keep you active this winter.
ElderCircle Forum is brought to you by the following community supporter.
Globe Drug and Medical Equipment. Globe Drug is a full-service pharmacy and medical supply store carrying home oxygen, sleep apnea, and other respiratory supplies provided with the assistance of an on-staff respiratory therapist. Globe Drug and Medical Equipment in downtown Grand Rapids, your neighborhood pharmacy.
Hi, welcome to ElderCircle Forum. Kristi Kane here, Executive Director of ElderCircle. At ElderCircle, we link our aging community members to programs, services, and volunteer opportunities to keep them active, independent, and in their own homes longer. Joining me today, I have Janessa Pierzina and Jamie Mjolsness, and we're here to talk about how to stay active as we get to the cooler months of the year. So Janessa, you are here with us from the Itasca County Family YMCA.
Yep.
Tell me a little bit about yourself and what you do there.
My name is Janessa Pierzina, and I am the Health and Wellness Coordinator at the YMCA. And I oversee a lot of the equipment basically in the Wellness Center. Okay. And I also teach a lot of classes there at the Y. So I graduated from UMD with an exercise science degree. Cool. In 2010, and then I got certified personal training certification and group fitness certification through ACE.
And are you a lifetime resident of Itasca County?
I'm not. I grew up actually down in Candy County,
okay.
Wilmer area, and I moved up here, did my internship at the Y actually for my college degree.
So you started out at the Y and loved it there?
I did. And got hired on full time. So
wonderful. Thanks for being here today. Yeah. And Jamie, tell me a little bit about yourself.
So I'm Jamie Mjolsness, and I actually am here on behalf of ElderCircle and the Itasca County Family YMCA. I've been with the Y now for a little over 10 years, working different positions there. Took on the Senior Center position about 3 years back, and that has now morphed into the Active Living Center Coordinator position located at the Y. And then along with that, I am now an employee of ElderCircle, and I run the Wellness Coordination for ElderCircle.
Right. Well, it's exciting because you ladies are all about health and wellness and staying active. And this time of year, sometimes we tend to hole up a little bit and get ready for the cold. So I thought today maybe we could talk about some ideas for our viewers to get engaged in activities. So maybe tell me a little bit, Jamie, what's going on right now with community-wide wellness opportunities?
So we have a couple different opportunities through ElderCircle. We have a Tai Chi Quan, Moving for Better Balance, and that is a class for anyone interested in improving their balance and flexibility and strength. You'll learn about balance skills, good body alignment, and coordinated movements through circular, slow-moving motions. And that one,
Those classes move around, so who can host one?
so any community area that has enough interest in the class for people to come to. The object is to get out into rural communities so that people have a easier time getting to that location versus having to travel far to a class.
Is Tai Chi difficult?
Tai Chi is very, very slow moving martial arts form that we start out in chairs, so people with mobility issues won't have an issue starting out in this class, and then we eventually gear more towards standing movements.
Okay. Janessa, you also have a Tai Chi class at the Y.
We do, yep.
Do you teach that class?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. So ours is Thursdays at 11:15, and it's basically the same as what Jamie was talking about.
So who benefits most from a Tai Chi class? What?
A lot of people with Parkinson's. I know you said you have a lot of people with strokes. Those kind of people that have a little bit of balance issue, but really any active older adult will benefit from any kind of balance.
So when you start taking a class like that, how long before you start seeing results or noticing your balance improve?
I would say, if you come faithfully every week, you'd probably start to see, in a month or so that you're starting to feel a little bit more steady on your feet, and it's, people don't necessarily even come just for the balance. All our classes are social too for a lot of those people. So
yeah. This balance issue, of course, is an issue for everyone, but as we start to age and we want to think about falls prevention and just staying active and being able to do those things we always do, they're fantastic classes to take.
Yep.
What are some of the other opportunities going on at the Y?
Well, every day we have a class for an active older adult. Our silver sneaker classes are every day at 11:15. We have TRX, which we just got with this new expansion that we did at the Y.
Okay, and I took one of those classes, and I promise you didn't scare me off, but I just had to come back. It's a ton of fun.
It is,
TRX.
yeah. And we do actually have a specific active older adult one, which is 11:15 on Tuesdays.
Okay.
It is a fee-based class, so people do need a punch card for it, but you can also buy just individual classes as well.
The fun thing about that is you're kind of in control of how much you're going to work in the class.
You totally are, yep. And just adjusting your feet, and you can make it as hard or easy as you want.
Great. And Jamie, what else is happening out community-wide?
We also have a Matter of Balance class, which reduces the fears of falling in older adults and increases their activity levels. They'll learn how to view falls and fears of falling and see them as controllable. And they'll set realistic goals to increase their activity and change their environment to reduce fall risk factors. And then it'll also promote exercise and increase strength.
Okay, so I know that part of the magic behind those classes is that you're looking for trained volunteers to lead those classes within their own communities.
Yes.
And who can volunteer?
Any older adult that is interested in leading a class, feels comfortable with that, then we would take them and train them in all the necessary trainings to lead a class.
Okay. So in order to do that, somebody just needs to call you up and...
Yep, they can call ElderCircle and ask for Jamie, and we can get them connected to where they need to be.
Okay. And Janessa, you use volunteer instructors as well, don't you?
We do, yep. And same goes, you know, we'd put them through the necessary training if anyone was interested in doing that. So
I know not too long ago you had an opportunity at the Y with a train the trainer class for Parkinson's individuals. Is that correct? Or it was for people who work with Parkinson's?
Yeah, yep. A gal from the cities came up and did a training on Parkinson's, kind of for our instructors that worked with our active older adults.
Okay.
So we have a number of different instructors that teach those classes, and they kind of went to see, you know, get a little bit more information and stuff like that. So
if you have Parkinson's or other mobility issues, you have people there that have had specific training.
Definitely, yep. There's always modifications and stuff in any of our classes that, you know, we can work with anybody. So.
Okay. Excellent. And I also know, Jamie, you have another class, chronic disease and self-management. And is that, that's a little bit more about learning how to manage disease and symptoms versus an actual physical fitness class, is that right?
Correct.
Okay. Is there a fitness component as well?
They just promote different ways to be more active to help reduce chronic pain.
Okay. So what do you guys do to, you know, over and above and aside from the classes you're offering or teaching and involved in, you know, just in your spare time, what are some tips you have for people to stay active in the home?
Well, I would say, you know, if you live in an apartment or anything like that, walking the hallways is always good if you can't get out and about to a class or whatever. Always, you know, try and take stairs if you can instead of elevators, just simple things like that.
Okay.
If you don't live in an apartment building, you know, doing just balance exercises on your own, using a chair while you're watching TV, you know, that kind of thing can... Getting up and sitting down and getting around. Yep, exactly, exactly, yep. So any of those things, you know, if you can't make it to a class or out and about.
Perfect.
Nope.
Right now, we can still take advantage of the great trail systems and the improvements that the city's made on the streets and sidewalks and getting outside that way.
Yep, definitely. Yep.
Okay. So, Jamie, you also do some water aerobics and...
Yep, for
the Y.
For the YMCA, yep. I teach water aerobics class, which we hold actually Monday through Friday from 8:30 to 9:30. We have about 3 different instructors that rotate during that class.
Okay.
And that is a great class for anybody that needs less weight bearing than working on land. If they have a bad back or bad knees, really great to get in the water and yet still get a really good cardio and strength training workout.
Okay, so that brings up a good point. A lot of people are coming to the Y, especially for rehab types of exercises. Is that something in your personal training that you can help with?
Definitely, yep.
Okay.
We have 5 trainers on staff right now.
You have 5, wow.
Yeah, I believe so.
Okay, so there's always somebody available.
Definitely, yep. And you know, we have one that teaches a lot of senior classes, one that just went through physical therapy assistant school, so we have lots of options for...
So a personal trainer is not just for somebody who's young and buff and wants to get into weight training or something.
Not.
It could be
anyone.
And how do you get set up with something like that? How does that work?
You can call the Y, and they'll put you through to either Chris Bolin or I. And then we can kind of get you connected. We kind of go by, you know, time availability of trainers and of the client.
Okay.
To get them set up with someone.
And what does it look like? Is it different for every person, or is it typically you set up a plan for them?
Yep. Usually we try and do like a initial consultation with the clients, and then kind of go from there depending on their goals and what they want to accomplish in their sessions with us. So
somebody might see you once and that's it.
Yep.
Or they might come in every week for a month or 2. Or,
Yep.
Okay.
Just kind of depends on what they want.
All right. Good. And so going back to the personal training again, how many people do you think you work with that are there for therapeutic reasons?
Oh, I would say there's definitely a handful that come in, you know, just to keep moving and stuff like that. We do have, with our new expansion, we got 2 new steps in our wellness area. So a lot of the cardiac rehab patients have been coming over because they used to use those during rehab.
Okay.
And we have those now on our floor. So.
Nice. So talk about that a little bit, the expansion at the Y. There's been, Jamie and I have talked before about the Active Living Center, but what happened to the Y in terms of improvements for the community that would like to be active?
We expanded our cardio equipment, so we have 10 new pieces of cardio equipment, including the new steps I was talking about. We moved all of our free weights out of our big wellness room, and we converted 2 racquetball courts into just the free weight area room. So that's been nice, just having the selectorized equipment and the cardio equipment in one spot, and then the free weights in another.
Okay.
I talked about TRX earlier. We added on another studio for that, and we have yoga classes and stuff in there as well. And then our new cycle studio as well got added on.
And say a little bit about yoga for older
Yoga,
adults.
we do have a chair yoga class for those that don't like to get on the floor or can't get on the floor for mobility reasons or whatever. So we do have a specific chair yoga class where they just use a chair, either standing behind or sitting on the chair.
Okay, so when I think about yoga, the first thing that comes to mind is some crazy pose, you know. That's not always the case.
No, our chair yoga is very much just for range of motion and flexibility, mobility. You know, you're not going to be twisted up in a pretzel like some people think of it, but so no, it's totally, and anyone can do it, you know, whether you're in a wheelchair, whether you have, you know, can't stand behind a chair for whatever reason. So
all of these classes that both of you teach are aimed at better balance, probably building bone density.
Yep.
And I know that Jamie, recently there was a health fair at the Active Living Center, and bone density scans was one of the things that happened at that health fair. Can you talk a little bit about the other things that took place and continued plans for that?
This last health fair was a little bit larger scale than we would normally do on a monthly basis. So this last one we had some bone density, some med review checks with some students from UMD, from some pharmacy students, and but going forward we are looking at doing a monthly health check with some Grand Itasca employees, with just doing some simple blood tests and some height and weight checks and some different tests that they can offer for free.
Okay, yeah, and everything's free and no appointment needed, correct?
Yes, no appointment needed, just stop in. That'll be the second Monday of every month from now until the end of the year.
I know with our RSVP Bone Builders classes that happen throughout the county, oftentimes people say, you know, we started this class and I couldn't reach up over my head to get things off the top shelf, or I had trouble getting up out of the chair, and after 3 or 4 months was able to, you know, get things from the top shelf of my cupboard again. And I would guess that you're seeing those same types of results, and while they don't sound you know, like big huge, you know, I didn't enter a weight training contest or you know, pull a car with my teeth or anything like that, but those are significant goals for people who are aging and would look to stay in their homes longer.
Definitely, yep, and that's what our goals are, you know, just small goals like that, and they can hopefully stay active and in their homes longer.
And comfortable.
Yeah. Yep.
Perfect. You also do an arthritis foundation class that you teach at the Y, and we're looking to do those out in the community as well. Can you talk a little bit about that? Is that more about pain management, or is it?
We have an Arthritis Foundation water class right now at the Y that we teach, and that's every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday from 9:30 to 10:30. And that one is just really learning to move in the water, kind of get those joints loosened up, how to stretch and make arthritic hands feel better. And everything is done with hardly any weight bearing so that you're not going to hurt your joints. And I have a lot of people that start out in that class, and then I love to see them progress into the actual water aerobics class because they just are needing more after they get really solid in the Arthritis Foundation class.
So really, any of your classes at the Y can be for older adults, but you do have some specific classes for people with limited mobility and those types of things as well.
Yep, definitely. Every day, like I said, every day at 10:15 and 11:15 is for the active older adults at the Y.
Okay. So let's talk a little bit more about volunteers, because I think we probably have a lot of people out there who would be fantastic class leaders, maybe retired teachers, maybe whatever, but they're thinking, I'm not in perfect physical condition, I can't lead an exercise class. So tell me what you would say to that, Janessa.
We always like to have anyone that comes forward to volunteer to co-teach, with the teacher and instructor right now. And it's, you gotta try it in order to see if you like it. You won't know unless you try, kind of deal. So I didn't step foot into a group fitness class until I came here, and I love it. So
okay. So you're saying anybody can do it?
Yep.
You don't need to be in top physical shape?
Nope. It's a lot of our classes are, like I said, just geared towards getting people moving.
Okay.
So
if you like people.
Yes. Yep.
You're passionate about fitness.
Definitely. Yep.
How about you, Jamie?
I would just say anybody that's really outgoing and likes to try to make a difference in people's lives would be great class leaders if they can be up in front of a group and lead. And I started out postpartum after having babies in a lot of the classes that I've taught, and so I was definitely not in prime physical shape. So I really see that anybody can do it, and if you put your mind to it and you're willing and you're passionate, I think you would be a great leader.
How much time does it take outside of the classroom?
Well, I think every position that you're ever in, you always want to put some studying into it so that you're well versed in everything that you do. And most of our classes are evidence-based classes that you go to trainings for. So it would be the time and the travel time to go to different trainings.
And that's true for both the Y and ElderCircle, correct?
Yes. Yep. Lots of training opportunities, but that's how we grow and learn more and better our programs as well.
Definitely.
Can one of you tell me what evidence-based means?
Well, evidence-based is more that they've done studies on it and that they can actually look at statistics of people improving in the programming. So they'll take a program that they've written and they'll put people through the program, and they can actually see that people are benefiting from it, and they actually have statistics that show that people will improve.
So it's been developed and tracked at a credible university for a period of time, and they've shown consistent results?
Correct.
Okay. Wonderful. So we know that they're wonderful programs. We know that staying active is good for us socially and physically, and it helps keep us independent in our own homes longer, helps our community be more vibrant and active. So is there any reason not to participate?
We don't think so. No, I mean, like I said, anyone can come to our classes, whether they're wheelchair bound. You can always do something, whether, it doesn't matter how mobile you are. So.
And I would also say that the classes we do at ElderCircle are free or with a cost share component. With the Y, there might be membership, but you have opportunities for scholarship to membership as well. Is that correct?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. We always have scholarships available. We just need to fill out an application for them.
Okay. And that's just something you come into the Y at the desk and ask
just
for?
ask at the desk for a scholarship application, and you need certain documents that you need to provide. But
And in addition to that, or a lot of insurance companies now are paying for fitness classes, is that correct?
Yep. We have the Silver and Fit, it doesn't just give you access to the Silver Sneakers classes or any of the active older adult classes. It gives you access to the whole Y.
Okay.
Which is great. So you can go in the pool. You can go on the new steps in the wellness center. You can go to classes. You can do anything at the Y.
So if I was curious about my insurance and I didn't really know where to go or who to ask, could I bring my insurance card into the Y and have Candy at your front desk take a look, and she'd be able to tell me if we were?
Yep, just bring your insurance card and she'll be able to look up to see if you qualify for any of that.
Okay, so it's easy.
Yeah, definitely. Just bring in your card and she'll tell you.
And one thing we didn't talk about that's probably one of my favorite features at the Y is you have this beautiful track outside.
Yeah.
And it's now paved all the way around.
Mm-hmm. It is. Yep. It's a great walking track now outside, paved all the way around, and
goes by the youth garden and the child care play area.
Right. Right. Yep.
And one lap around is a half a mile.
Half
a mile. So.
Okay. Yep. So it's a good, quick, easy outdoor, getting your vitamin D type of walk.
Soak up those last few rays of sun,
Excellent. Is there anything you ladies can think of that our viewers might want to know about in the fitness realm and that we're...
I think you've covered a lot today.
Well, and I think what's important with the Y that goes along with just physical fitness is more of the social aspect that goes along with that a lot of older adults lack if they live alone or in their home still. So having the new active living center to go and have coffee and treats and every day and visit before or after class, we really encourage all of our members and all of our class participants to have that socialization aspect as well.
Yep.
And there's a lot of things happening there on a regular schedule basis that are free to the public. You do a monthly potluck. You've got various bridge and 500. Tell me a little bit about what happens there daily.
On a daily basis, we usually have different card groups that are at the Y. We have cribbage, we have 500, we have bridge. Some other things that we have is, like you said, monthly potluck. We have a monthly lunch and learn where we have an educational speaker come in and have lunch with that. We also have blood pressure checks once a month. We have
bingo.
We have bingo, yes. Every Friday we have bingo. So lots of different activities, and all of our activities that take place in the Active Living Center, you do not have to be a member of the Y or the Active Living Center to attend.
Okay.
It's free community space for members to come, members of the community to come and socialize.
And you don't have to be a member of that particular group, right? If you want to come play cribbage, you don't have to be part of the cribbage club.
Yes, correct. You can just come in and join in cribbage for the day, and they just partner you up right there for cribbage. And you also don't necessarily have to be a specific age. So the Active Living Center is really open to anybody of all ages as well, to hopefully see some more intergenerational stuff going on as well.
What if you've never played before? I've never played bridge, but I want to learn.
So most of our card groups like to come early and practice before they actually play. I know at least for the 500 group, they usually have them come at least a half an hour early, and they would sit down and kind of teach you and play with you a little bit beforehand before they actually start in their kind of daily tournament.
So it doesn't matter what skill level you're at, just come on in.
Yes, come on in.
Have a cup of coffee,
Definitely.
a cookie, join in. Or a glass of water. We have water out there now.
Right.
So, excellent. Well, thank you, ladies, for being on. Just one last thing. If somebody wanted to get involved, Janessa, or volunteer, how do they get a hold of you?
You can call the Y and just ask for me at the front desk.
And the number at the Y?
Is 218-327-1161.
Okay.
And then they can direct your call to back to me.
And Jamie, how about you?
Well, a couple different ways that you can get a hold of me. You can call the Y number or and ask for me, or you can call ElderCircle at 999-9233 and ask for Jamie as well.
Perfect. Well, thank you so much, and I hope we can all be a little more active this fall.
Yes.